Adam here from New Forest Physiotherapy, and I just want to talk about the Quervains Tenosynovitis. Now, this is a condition where the synovial sheath that wraps around the tendons that go to the thumb, that's extensor pollicis brevis and abductor pollicis longus. These are the tendons here that come up, they abduct and extend the thumb. The sheath around it becomes inflamed and very painful. So it becomes painful to do activities like write or type or use your thumb. We're not quite sure what causes it, but a suspicion is overuse can be a factor. One way of testing whether you've got it is something called the Finkelstein's test. Basically, you take your thumb, place the thumb at the base of the little finger, flex your fingers over your thumb, and then ulnarly deviates, basically side flex the wrist like so, and you should get a tenderness, if it's positive, over the tendon here, over the wrist, and that would be positive for de Quervains Tenosynovitis. The treatment in the acute phase, when it's particularly painful, is to have a splint that holds the thumb in an abducted and slightly extended position so that it offloads the tendon, and you would you'd have that splint for maybe a week, possibly 2 weeks, just to relax the tendon and just allow any major inflammation to go down. However, you don't want to have it on there for too long. The other treatment is for any tendonitis for that matter, and this is just a form of tendonitis, is to stretch the tendon gently and to strengthen it. Now, the way you stretch this tendon is the same way you do the test. Basically, flex the thumb across to the base of the little finger, flex the fingers around, and then just gently stretch down. And you can use your other hand just to stretch it down as well. So you're in that position. You also need to get the tendon moving and strengthening, which is basically to extend and abduct and extend the thumb, doing those movements. You can add a bit of resistance using an elastic band that you just wrap around the fingers, and you just extend and abduct the thumb like so. To reduce inflammation, you can use ice, either an ice pack, or what can be quite nice to get an ice cube, put it under a tap, cold water tap, so it starts to melt, and then you just massage the ice cube up and down over the tendon like so. Anti-inflammatories can be good, oral anti-inflammatories, that's tablets, or Ibuleave cream, which you can just rub directly onto the tendons as well. If that doesn't work and you need progressive treatment, you might need physiotherapy. When you attend physiotherapy, they will apply ultrasound, and another good treatment for tendinosis is shockwave therapy, although most physios won't have that. So ultrasound is most likely treatment that people will do. If that doesn't work, you may want to see your GP. Many GPs will do cortisone injections, where they literally inject cortisone into the tendon sheath, and that's very good at eliminating inflammation. And if that doesn't work, then the final option is to have surgery. So the two tendons move through a tendon sheath, up and down like so. They're in a constricted space. So they're moving up and down like so through a constricted space. If you cut the sheath, you release the pressure, now it can move. You've decompressed the tendons, and therefore you no longer have any pain. Although you would only use that surgery in the most extreme of cases. So I hope you've found that useful. This is Adam from New Forest Physiotherapy Clinic. You can find our webpage www.newforestphysio.co.uk. Thank you for watching.